There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Looking to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
This is Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaylon Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. One play action, Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. So a first interception thrown forward there, and not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal at the 1.
Complete to Aaron Jones. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Right there. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Rush in. Rush in.
Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Fields on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second down, another shot for Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
On first down, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Jones again on second down.
They're not even trying to
Shreds
do
the tackle, and he'll take this one down near the 15.
Yeah.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now Jones. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Montgomery. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9th. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields eluding diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. But that's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. And now here's a carry heading left. Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Play action. It's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a handoff as they run left side. Down right around the 25. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give to Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Back to throw. Fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the Bears are right back in this football game. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. And now here's a carry heading left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. On 4th down, Fields. That's to his running back, complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first, this down from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Looking to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Short throw to Dissly.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second down and 8. Again, it's Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. The give is to Jones. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is right through. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Green Bay, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.